What's up, everybody? So my name's Michael. I run a Meta Ads community. It's called Meta Ads Mastery, and I've been working with Kyrie now since November was it of last year? So good while now. You started working with me when I was doing maybe 16K a month or something like that. I had an agency. I still have an agency that I was running, and I was kind of splitting my focus in two ways. And you really helped me just like stay focused. And yeah, we've been able to grow right now to about $135,000 a month in a little over a year, which has been incredible. Definitely hasn't been easy, but it's been super worth it. And like, I can't say enough good things about you and about your team, Patricia, Adel. They've been amazing. Very grateful for them. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's the numbers speak for themselves, you know?
I appreciate it, bro. And obviously, I've enjoyed working with you this whole year. It's been amazing seeing your business grow and actually getting to know you more personally. So that Michael is actually a proper full done for client of ours. So we have our CSM team and our ops team in his business, helping him scale the business. And he's also almost like a private consultant client of mine. So like we get to speak weekly, and I just give Michael my business advice. So what would you say in a sentence has been the biggest change for you working with us? Like from the moment you started all up until now, or even just the whole journey, how have you felt it has helped you?
I would say like just your wealth of knowledge working with so many different school communities, info products, coaches, like just getting that source of truth of just telling me if I'm on the right path or if I'm doing something stupid or getting shiny object syndrome or just keeping me on the right path has been invaluable, because I think if I hadn't been working with you, I probably would have pivoted like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 more times. And I don't think I would necessarily be where I am right now with the school community. So I would say that's one of the biggest unlocks for me, is just tapping into your knowledge, your your experience, and just telling me when I'm getting overexcited or I'm doing something dumb. Like, dude, that was so clutch. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing.
And I love that. And let's talk about Patricia, who Patricia is your customer success manager. Talk to us about what does she do for you every day, and what does she take off your plate, and how do you find her? How good is she as a CSM?
Patricia is the GOAT. She's the best. She is, you obviously placed her in my business. She was very personable, great with people. What does she do? So basically, she welcomes people into my community. She onboards them properly, like shows them how we act in the group, and basically gives them a like white glove experience coming into the community, which is amazing. And she helps with all like the customer support stuff, any like cancellations. She actually will like recover people before they cancel, remind people if their cards have gotten declined. So she's helped a ton on like churn, keeping people in the community, and helps me promote things like if I'm doing an internal giveaway or some sort of like internal thing. She promotes it for me. She DMs people, holds people accountable as well. So really, she's amazing. She came in like already skilled, but over time she just got better and better, which was really, really like super impressive. To now, she's just like a core aspect of the school community. So yeah, so grateful for her. And then I can't also forget Adel, who's your ops person, who kind of like helps guide her. He's incredible as well. I mean, he is unbelievably talented. You're very lucky to have him on your team. And like, he's also just has that another breadth of experience in a bunch of different communities, and it's just able to like, again, steer me in the right direction, but more tactically, more on like what's actually going on inside the community. Hey, this specific post or this specific member. And so yeah, both of them, it's like a 1-2 punch. I'm so grateful for them.
Appreciate it, dude. You know, Ado was one of the first people I ever hired in this business, like 4 or 5 years ago, which is crazy.
Dude.
That's why he knows so much. He's just worked with me from day one, basically, and it's just I've taught him everything. So I have a question for you. A lot of people that work with me, they're a bit apprehensive about hiring a CSM. Did you have any apprehension, like any worries or doubts or anything? And like, what would you say on all of that?
Hmm. Uh, Not really, because I was like drowning in work at the moment or at that time. I was really like I was doing almost all the fulfillment, customer service. I just had one executive assistant, and that was good, but it wasn't enough. And so I knew I needed help, and that's why I reached out to you. I think I just saw you on Twitter. I'd been following you for a while, and I just reached out. And um, no, I didn't really have any major apprehension. Like, and I'm somebody that I like control. You know, I like to control the different aspects of my business. So I definitely get that. However, I was struggling so much with my time. I had no time and I needed that time back. And it's allowed me to now focus on, income producing activities like high leverage things. So that's made a massive difference for me. Oh, onboarding calls too. I was onboarding everybody like personally. And now I have all that time back to make ads, to make content, to truly grow my business.
How many hours a week do you think you saved with our systems in place?
Probably like, I don't know, like 10 to 15 hours a week at least, maybe more, like a lot. Cause I was doing a ton of calls, man, like a ton.
That's awesome. I love that. Um, why do you think most business owners, especially in your stage, when they're between like it's under 50K a month, why do you think they get so stuck in delivery and they're scared to like, because you weren't too scared to be frank, why do you think most people are scared to delegate to someone else? And why do you think it went well for you?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I've heard this somebody say it's like Tarzan swinging from like a branch to another branch. You have to let go of the first branch to get to the next one. And I've just I took the leap of faith, and I knew that if I wanted to grow, I couldn't do anything and like everything myself. I was the bottleneck. I was the problem in my own business. And I also knew, like I read, Buy Back Your Time, Dan Martell, great book. That really helped put it in perspective where I was like, I'm doing this like $100 an hour task when I should be doing 2,000, 5,000 plus hour task instead. And once I did that, once I thought about that, it was a no-brainer for me. It's like, yeah, I need people around me if I'm going to get to that next level. And now it's all about who, not how. Like that's it.
Oh yeah, I think the cool thing is when you have a good customer success system, it can be stress tested and not break. Like last month, how much revenue did you add in MOR?
76,600.
Yeah. How many students was that? Do
It
you
was like
remember the number?
210 or something like that. It
Yeah,
was
and
it was a
I
big
did
push.
for like yeah, 200 students, let's say 70K MR. I didn't follow the business broke. Like
No,
it's crazy.
no. We had yeah, we prepared for this. I mean, we were ready. Obviously we stress tested it like that. There was a moment there where I was like, holy crap, like how many more people are going to join? And we pivoted. We stayed in close communication. We handled it and we kept it moving. And now we're on the other side of it. And dude, I think this is just the beginning. Like I really truly believe that this is going to grow to be at least double the size, probably more.
I mean, dude, I think the business is nearly 10x since we start working together, like 8x
Oh,
or
it
something
has
like
to.
that. So, bro, you're gonna do more than double. Don't worry about that. That's 3, 4x in the next like 6 months a year if we continue the trend, anyways. One thing I want to talk about too is pivoting and how I've stopped you doing that quite a few times, like intentionally give you because as you know, if anyone listening doesn't know me too well, I work with like 20 plus communities or cultural high ticket programs, million to a million a month, and I've seen a lot of offer owners they get some shiny object, as you probably heard from Hormozy and all of that, and they just say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I said to Michael, you're a great business owner. You've got balls of steel. Most people don't spend as much on ads as Michael does, to be upfront with you guys. He's very good at business. Like you've got a good thing going. Keep at it until it starts to like get that compounding effect of making a ton. How is that? How valuable was my like guidance there for you?
Like I said, it's invaluable. I think it was like the probably one of the most important takeaways I've had from working with you is just like knowing, like having somebody to tell you, like, no, you're on the right path, you're doing everything right. Like the fact that you have eyes across so many different like communities and stuff gives me the confidence to be like, okay, I trust Kyrie. He's telling me I'm on the right path. I just need to keep going in this direction, even when it gets tough, even when nothing seems to be working. I mean, there was months there where churn was spiking, the ads broke, like everything was going in the wrong direction temporarily. But and that's when I was like, we got to pivot, we got to just, you know, and it's, you're like, no, dude, just like get the ads working again, and like let's just keep doing what we're doing, right? And I was like, okay, so we did that, and yeah, it's now we're just I understand all the levers now that we have to pull, and so do you. And the fact that we both, like, it just feels like we have full control over this thing now, which is incredible.
Yeah, I love that, dude. That's pretty great. I won't keep you too long. I'll just say one last question. Imagine you were coached in like under 100K a month, let's say, even over, and you were looking at our agency, you wanted to work with us. What advice would you give someone who hasn't got a good CS system or hasn't got any CS customer success system in whatsoever? What would you say to them about trying to push them over the edge to actually work with us to build them something?
Yeah, I would say, like, if you are somebody that is already succeeding, you've gotten to a certain level of success, but you feel like you are now the bottleneck to your business, and like everything runs through you, like you can't you can't keep going down that path. You're gonna burn yourself out. Um, and it's just not, it's not worth it. It's really not. Like, you have to let go of some control, of some profit margin, to get to that next level. And on the other side of it, I can tell you, is, you know, a lot more financial freedom, and a lot more like or a lot less stress. So I'm so happy to have worked with you and continue to work with you. And yeah, like, I would say just get out of your own way, you know, get out of your own way, and just yeah, I definitely vouch for Kyrie and his team. It's top notch for sure.